Hi there, how you doing? So let's look into BrassGate and how we're going to work with documents. So first of all, what I've got here is I've got a Google Doc. You can use any document you want, you know, if you want to use like Microsoft Docs or anything like that, you can. Sorry, Microsoft Word. Either way, I'm using Google Docs because it's free. I exported this as a PDF, so this is an outline for a video game. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to my BrassGate dashboard. Okay, so this is the back end. And I'm just going to go to where it says Assistance Deluxe, and I'm going to go to my document repo. Now, I'm allowed a certain amount of documents in my document repo depending on what my level of access is. So I'm going to choose my file, and I'm just going to choose my what's explicitly known. Okay, so that's my PDF, and I'm going to click Upload. I'm not going to click Auto Approve and Index yet, because I may not want to. Okay, so here we are, Asylum Rock, what's explicitly known, okay, and what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click the Approve button. That'll start it on the approval process, so now it's been approved. I've got a spare copy because I accidentally loaded it twice, so I'll delete the second one, there we go. And then what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to click Index. This is the important one, because what's going to happen is this is going to index it and pull out all the information and put the information into a special database. This database will then be readable and usable by our system. So pressed index, let's just wait for it to work. And we can see there it's worked, and we've got 9 chunks. Okay, don't worry too much about what that means, but basically this has broken it down into 9 large bits of information that contain additional bits of information, and that way we'll be able to search on it and find out more details. Okay, so let's look at how that works. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open the discussion page just here. So I'll click on that, just let it load. And I'm going to start a new conversation. Here we go, so new conversation's just started. And I can have it in raw view or formatted view. I'll just leave it as is for the moment. And now I'm going to talk about, with the system, my plans for Asylum Rock. For Asylum Rock, my upcoming video game that is starting development. And I'm going to pause here so you don't have to watch me typing too much. Okay, so I've typed up some stuff there, just about my own development cycle. I'm interested in getting some feedback from this anyway, just to talk about it, but I could also just be talking about what I've already worked on, anything at all. So I'm just going to click Send, and this will have a good think about it. So I'll just pause it for a second. Right, so this is finished now, and what it's done is it's given me quite a lot of information here based on all my other documentation as well and what I can be doing. Now I can change my view on this if I want, just to make it a little bit easier to read, so there's various different ways that I can kind of format the data, but I'm going to keep it as it is for the moment. And what I could do is I can choose to copy that if I want to. Okay, this is just like a bulk amount of information, but really this is just conversational, and you can see it's like coming down and looking through all this stuff, and we've got various different options for it. So that's the first step of what it is that we're doing. So in the next part, I'm going to have a look at what we do with this information now that we've got it.